Laban ng Pampanga Giant Lanterns and Sarangani Marlins OK Bet. Jason Apolonio preparing for battle. Had a wonderful debut for the Pampanga Giant Lanterns, 26 points in the last outing. On the other side, Kit Jimenez has established himself as one of the go-to guys for Sarangani, and he's taken the league by storm. Magandang gabi po mga kaliga, si Delph Tupas kasama si Christian Luanzon. We are live on Facebook and on 1PH, and what a treat para sa basketball fans. A jam-packed Mpbl Convention Center and two teams that are very formidable and really can entertain and provide us with some quality basketball action.
This is a different Pampanga team, and the previous Pampanga teams has been competitive. Now, different makeup, a lot of the whole team, basically, even the coaching staff, new faces, but they bring the same excitement, and obviously there's a reason why this crowd is here. Nung first game pa lamang. On the other end, Sarangani, great start para sa kanila, 2 wins, surpassing yung isang panalo nila nung last season. Kit Jimenez, obviously a big part of that. Paul Sanga, kung nasan si Coach Jan, nandun siya, malaking bagay rin, and the other. So it's gonna be an exciting ball game in this early Mpbl young season.
Definitely something to look out for, and one player to look out for is with Mika Abisamis.
Thank you sa Delph. Kasama ko ngayon, Raymond Binuya, Mayap Abengi sa'yo. Tama ba yun? Okay, balita ko talagang tubong San Fernando ka. Anong gusto mo sabihin sa lahat ng fans na sumusuporta sa'yo dito ngayon?
Nakalasalamat, Kabalen. Mag-enjoy kayo kayong game. Nakalasalamat kayo pagpunta tayo, Kenny.
Okay, ang makakalaban nyo may 3-0 record. Anong nasa isip mo ngayon?
Focus lang talaga sa game. Focus lang sa game plan. Yun lang muna.
Okay, maraming salamat and good luck. Sa Delph, Coach Chris?
Maraming salamat, Mika. Raymond Binuya. Alam mo, dati, si Raymond Binuya, naalala ko, he was in the deep end of that Pampanga bench.
Yeah.
And then, right now, he's actually the team captain. And he had 10 points in the last game.
Right.
And really leading by example para dito sa Giant Lanterns, who will be facing the Sarangani Marlins OK Bet. That's our match at hand here sa ating second game dito sa Mpbl Convention Center. And we'll talk about this Sarangani team. They've gone, they've totally turned things around. Early in the season pa lang naman, but 3-0, you gotta be impressed, especially if you've gone 1 of 29 in the previous season.
Oh, definitely. Obviously, leadership starts from the top. Management, just like Bacolod, getting marquee, making a big difference. Sarangani, same thing. Now, sino yung nakuha nila? YouTube sensation, Kit Jimenez, right? 11 points in that fourth quarter. Paul Sanga, we mentioned him earlier, led all scorers in the last game. Had 4 of the 8 3-pointers. Turned out to be a big difference sa panalo nila kalaban ang Marikina Shoemasters.
Well, it was a tight ball game all throughout, but Sarangani pulling out the win thanks to Kit Jimenez with some timely baskets and also some great playmaking from Kit. Para naman sa Pampanga, they were here just last week, no? Tuesday night din yon. Kalaban nila ang Manila Stars. It was there was a lot of expectation for Manila, of course, na they'll be a competitive team, and it was a competitive game for the most part. But you don't know what you're gonna get with this Pampanga team because bago nga ang mga personnel nila, but players stepped up and they've unveiled a few gems here, the Giant Lanterns.
And a big part of their success to me is the 6th man, which is this crowd right here. I'm sure Sarangani excited then. It turned out to be both good and not good for them because this crowd, yung energy ibang klase, and this game, 70 of the 72 points nanggaling sa starters. So maganda yon para sa starters. All players scored in double figures just like Binuya. Pero 2 lamang sa bench. And I think with this team against Sarangani, that bench has to do better. They're gonna need contributions from the other players apart from their starters.
Nahimay na namin ang mga statistics sa laban na to. It's time to play. Time to get into the action. Let's go to our Coliseum announcer, Richard Campos, for the starting lineups.
Excitement hits up! Magsigla Tamu Kabalen, Mpbl Convention Center. This is OK Bet Manny Pacquiao's Mpbl 2022 regular season presented by Extreme. Let's make way for the starting five, beginning with OKBet Sarangani Marlins. Playing center number 22, Rick Kaunan. Forward number 17, Danny Marilao. One guard number 16, Ivan Ludovice. At forward number 11, Paul Sanga. Shooting guard number 7, Kit Jimenez. OKBet Sarangani Marlins is led by Master J.K. John Calios. Assistant coaches, Juan Miguel Martin, Gilbert Cole, Eman Romay, Andrew Bellarmino, Joshua Inocentes, Jester Makabagdak. Team manager is J.R. Navarro. The starting five for your Pampanga Giant Lanterns. Power forward, number 15, Warren Bonifacio. Also at forward number 2, Archie Concepcion. Playing center number 4, Lawrence Capulong. Starting at guard number 6, Jason Apolonio. And at one guard number 30, Raymond Binuya. Pampanga Giant Lanterns is led by Jordan Viray. Coaching consultant is Eric Gascon. Team owners, AJ Gonzalez and Congressman Don Gonzalez.
Our starting lineups start with Sarangani. It's Paul Sanga, Danny Marilao, Ivan Ludovice, Kit Jimenez, and Rick Kaunan. Para naman sa Pampanga Giant Lanterns, Renz Capulong, man in the middle, Warren Bonifacio, Archie Concepcion, Jason Apolonio, and Raymond Benuya.
So a different starting lineup, at least compared to the last game para sa Sarangani. And I'm not sure if he's on the bench. I'm talking about Gabby Espinas.
I think he's serving a suspension.
Suspension, there you go. So, Marilao, nabanggit natin si Paul Sanga. Kung nasan si Coach Jan, ganun din, si Danny Marilao. No, he will start today. Big shoes to fill, obviously. Gabby Espinas, an ex-PBA player, played less than 15 minutes but had 11 points and 5 boards in their last game nung panalo nila kalaban Marikina.
Warren Bonifacio making his debut as well as Apolonio fires. Too strong. Look at Raymond Benuya.
Rebound pa lang yan, ha?
Oh, Benuya attacks. Could not get the roll. Benuya up against the trees. Nakuha ni Paul Sanga and Kit Jimenez. Starting the offense.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Gotta love the reception here. Sa away team, especially kay Jimenez.
Kaunan. That ball tapped away. And I gotta speak to Kit before the game. Tinanong ko siya, have you played in this many crowd na ano?
Tingin ko, oo eh.
Yeah.
Sanay na sanay.
Sanay na sanay, sabi niya, pananay. Is Ivan Ludovice, baseline J. Iba napunta kay Paul Sanga, of course, part of that MAM's phenomenal team as Jimenez from the parking lot. Rebound ni Jason Apolonio. Raymond Benuya, 10 points the last time out. Renz Capulong with a double-double, 10 points, 11 boards. Jason Apolonio had 26 in the last game. Lost the ball. Capulong. That ball is tapped away. Napunta kay Marilao. Danny Marilao hit a big 3 in that game against Marikina. Punta kay Kit Jimenez. Knocks it down.
So, Sedef, I'm confused. This is Pampanga's home court. But it's Kit Jimenez. It feels like it's Kit Jimenez's home court too. As he gets the first basket of the game, the crowd goes wild.
Capulong inside. Turnaround shot, wala. There's a loose ball foul.
And it's not like Sarangani is a neighboring city. Malayo sa Pampanga to. But you gotta love yung Mpbl action, hindi lang sa home team, even showing love for the away team.
Well, yung mga taga Pampanga, they know their basketball.
Right.
Christian. They know their basketball. Jimenez pulls the trigger.
That's a push from behind.
And starting out Very aggressive.
Quickly to apologize is Jimenez has taken the first 3 shots in less than 2 minutes. Kay Coach John Calio.
He took 25 attempts in his second game against Rizal.
They've been unbeaten so far, so it's been working for them.
Bonifacio. Here's Apolonio. Binigay kay Bonifacio, and that is beyond Bonifacio. So turnover for Pampanga.
Not a good start para sa Pampanga. Couple of turnovers. Reaching the 7th-minute mark and still scoreless.
Sanga to Jimenez. Jimenez steps back. 3-ball. No. Kaunan going for that rebound. It will stay with Sarangani. Ivano Devise to Paul Sanga, corner 3. Paul Sanga picking up from where he left off against Marikina.
This team had 28 attempts, 8 for 28 in their last game sa panalo nila. All 4 possessions, all 4 3-pointers para sa Sarangani. And Paul Sanga, how about that? Not really known to be a defensive player. He gets a defensive stop on offensive foul from Pampanga.
Mitchell Maine is the first change of the game for Coach Jordan Viray. Pressure here. Maine has almost got the steal. Nanatili sa Sarangani ang bola. So Menes and Apolonio actually recruited from La Union,
Right.
neighboring province.
Not too far from here.
Not too far. 3-1 turnovers. Pampanga has 3. Here's Jimenez against Archie Concepcion. Likes the matchup. Kit attacks. Out of control there. There's Raymond Benuya. Labas kay Apolonio. Swings it over to Archie. Archie with this. Kaunan with a rebound. Marilao is ahead. Danny Marilao just passes it off Concepcion, and ball will stay with Sarangani. Well, having a crowd this big could work both ways, Christian, as well.
Right.
You know, medyo mape-pressure ka rin. If you're the home team, nahihirapan ka rin. And it's been, 3.5 minutes, and they have yet to score here.
But mostly to me, it's an advantage. As you see, those size 13, 14 shoes stepped on the line, because every time you're not playing well, sometimes one play can spark the whole crowd and can get you going. Just a matter of time para sa Pampanga.
Let's go to Mika.
Pampanga coach Jordan Viray said during practice they focus on their lapses in terms of offense. They will try to focus on passing the ball more, communication, and being alert. Now for their defense, they prepared 3 kinds of defenses against Kit Jimenez. They know how shifty he can get. Pero sa nakikita natin ngayon, let's see if this works. Sa Delph, Coach Chris?
Thank you so much, Mika. As Marilao misses on that short stab, and Ivan Lodavise on the second serving, 8-2. And it's kanina si Benuya nakabantay kay Jimenez, ngayon si Archie Concepcion na. But here's Pampanga after getting on the board through Jason Apolonio. They have the ball now. Minus against Marilao. Minus inside.
That's a hook offensive foul. Yeah, it's a good call by the officials being on top of the play. We'll see it right here. He tried to don't nice that clearly.
Pressure again from Pampanga. Jimenez with a dipsy-do. Gonna get it to go. Gets his own miss. Kit fires. No. Apolonio with the rebound. Ludovise gives up the foul. Giving us a bit of a breather.
Which every person needs in this gym.
Medyo,
Basta nakamask ka.
medyo mainit siya ha. Last week malamig siya eh.
Talaga?
Oo, malamig siya last week. Archie Concepcion, mintes ang kanyang tres. Napunta ka kay kauna ng rebound.
Both teams really struggling to shoot the basketball.
Ludovice couldn't get it to go. Bonifacio, Apolonio, atake.
Nice. Oh,
Ball just going away from Mitchell Maines.
a good intention. Obviously, the execution lang hindi na isalo. Yung drop pass, libang-liban na sana sa ilalim. So, struggle here halfway para sa Pampanga. Look at the turnovers. 5-2.
That has been the story so far. More turnovers and points for Pampanga. Here's Kit. Apolonio nakabantay. Getting some separation short on that 3 ball. Kasi sa ilalim, kaunan. Balik kay Ludovice. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Ivan attacks. Binigay kay Marilao sa ilalim. No. Ludovice with another crack.
Offensive foul.
Offensive foul. Raymond Benuya just giving up his body there.
I think that's Ludovice's second, I believe.
He quickly acknowledges it.
I like the dynamic of guards. Talk about the off-season acquisition itong Sarangani. Donald Gumaro has always been to me a solid backup point guard. Sometimes he would start for Novaliches, I believe. He played
Navotas.
Navotas. Also played for Iloilo.
Yeah.
And Ludovice obviously picked up, former Mpbl champion from Davao, and Kid Jimenez obviously that big fish.
Taken away by Gomaro. Donald Gomaro. Pero Mingan is in the game. Pero Mingan fly by. This again. Reggie Boy Basibas also in the ball game. Here's Kapulong. Out. Kick out. Sanga with a rebound. And I tell you, Christian, it's a dogfight possession right now. Pampanga held to just 2 points with 3 minutes and 20 seconds remaining here in the first period. The Giant Lanterns struggling to buy a basket here. And Coach Jordan Viray sues for time. Magbabalik ang MPBL.
Sulit TV.
For the second game of our Tuesday doubleheader. Kayo na po bahala maghanap ng pwesto dito. A lot of people improvising. May isa doon, tinabihan na yung camera natin. Everyone hopefully staying safe, wearing your masks.
Biglang nagkaroon din ng Jack Nicholson seats eh.
Oo, dito. Meron din dito sa tabi natin. Isidro. Binigay kay Kapulong. 8 to shoot. Great defense by Sarangani, but Maines is there. They cannot complete that defensive stop on Sarangani. So Pampanga on the board again. 8-4 ang ating score. Gumaro. Basibas. Against Maines. Nadula si Maines, but Basibas misses that one. Concepcion. Binigay kay Capulong. Minus.
Moving screen.
Whistle going against Pampanga again.
Here's the punch screen right here. Ayun, hinabol pa.
So in the game for the first time, John Gabriel. Pinalitan niya si Rick Kaunan. Donald Gomaro. Trixie Peromingan. They go to Gabriel against Capulong. Gabriel. Gomaro. Capulong, great D. Gomaro. Peromingan. And the ball just slipping away from Sarangani. Must be a problem in the court, no? Medyo madulas, and then yung bola din madulas.
Right. But I thought that was terrific defense by Pampanga, suffocating, keeping the ball one-sided until the cross-court pass. But even after that, naka-recover yung depensa and eventually forcing the turnover kay Peromingan.
Capulong against Gabriel. Isidro on the handoff. 3-ball, Pasakan. Jericho Isidro knocking down the 3. 7-8. Andoy Estrella silences the crowd.
Exactly. That's who Andoy Estrella is. He's always been a silencer, especially if he comes off the bench.
Estrella.
That's a poor foul.
And Pampanga already in the penalty.
Right.
Jericho Isidro nailing the 3, and on the other end, quick trigger galing kay Andoy Estrella.
Just too much space para kay Estrella. You have to be in his grill, especially if he catches the ball below the 3-point line.
Andoy Estrella played for Quezon City, also played for San Juan.
Right.
Now has found his way to Sarangani with Coach John Carlos. In and out on the second.
So that backcourt of Quezon City that first season, Estrella and Alday.
Gabo.
And Gabo. Wow, that was some backcourt.
Sivas gets it to Gomaro. Pero Mingan has it. Binigay kay Gabriel. Ball slipping away. Capulong ahead to Capulong. Now Concepcion using the left hand.
I'm not going against that, are you? Hindi natin kaya yan.
11-9. Pero Mingan. 8 seconds to work with. Gabriel, top of the key. Basibas sa ilalim. Basibas, tough shot. Reggie Basibas making it a 4-point lead for Sarangani.
And that's what Sarangani needs. What they need to do is to keep this crowd somewhat silent, solid plays, high percentage shots like that put in the paint, and they force a turnover.
Andoy Estrella has time. Andoy puts it in. Beating the first quarter buzzer, Andoy Estrella. A difficult finish there for Andoy Estrella. Sarangani doing what Manila failed to do last week, which is to inunahan nila ang crowd dito sa Brent Zigyao Convention Center.
Right. Maganda yung simula nila. Paul Sanga with the 3. Kid Jimenez had one to open up the game. Basibas had that 2. How about Estrella? 6 points. He came in 2-3-minute mark. Talk about instant offense, and they will end the first half up by 6. First quarter, rather.
kapamilya, kapatid, kaibigan, kabalitaan, kakampi, kakwentuhan, kahit saan.
Rated Corina, handa na ba kayo?
Linggo, alas 7 ng gabi, dito sa 1PH.
You're watching the Mpbl on 1PH. We're also live on Facebook. And we'll take this opportunity to say hi to Congressman Dong Gonzales, the team owner.
Hey, Kongdong, kumusta po?
Kong Dong.
Out of the country.
Yeah, getting a well-deserved holiday after the campaign season. Also there with him is a team owner, AG Gonzales. So magandang gabi po sa inyo. No, we're missing you here, but of course,
Dito rin naman si Governor.
Governor Delta Pineda. Dennis Pineda is here in the building. Is Raymond Pinuya. They drop it off to Lawrence Capulong. The kick out, Jason Apolonio. No, Capulong puts it back in.
Every time it's a kick out, tulad ng huling nangyari yun, usually defender would go help side. As you see, the field goals ng first quarter, 6 of 19 sa Sarangani, 4 of 13 plus 6 attempts para sa Pampanga. But they opened up the second quarter with the first best possession with the basket. At ang maganda ron, si Capulong, even after giving up the ball, did not give up on the play kahit na tumira yung kasama niyang libre si Apolonio. Offensive rebound cleanup.
Jericho Isidro gives it up to Mitchell Minus. Capulong banging bodies with Gabriel and he gets denied. Gomaru puts on the brakes. Naagaw ni Apolonio. Jason Apolonio in atake and depensa. And he'll go to the line for 2 free throws.
Yeah, and I see what you're saying. Obviously, the ventilation a big part. Kaya, you know, your floor is a little bit slippery. But you gotta admire the players just playing it out. And Apolonio right there going strong to the basket. Almost a 2+1 play. So far, a stronger start compared to that sloppy start nitong Pampanga nung first quarter dito sa second. Kit Jimenez pumasok na. So, 3-guard lineup para sa Sarangani. Estrella, Gumaru, Jimenez. Kasama dyan si Pasibas
And Gabriel.
sa kanilang front court.
Lawrence Capulong pinahinga muna. De La Cruz is in the game. Joshua De La Cruz is Polonio. It's Governor Dennis Pineda in the building. And for 2, Jason Apolonio. 15-12 ang ating score. Lamang ang mga bisita, Sarangani. Estrella with a getaway. Too strong on the layup, but again, hindi makompleto ang defensive stop for Pampanga.
And that was a mental lapse actually. Sumundot sa backcourt Apolonio, I believe, and late help. Now that's an easy finish usually kay Estrella. Fortunate was Pampanga as we head to our timeout.
Quiao Convention Center ang ating venue for tonight. You're watching the Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League live on 1PH. Daf Tupas kasama si Christian Luanzon and Mika Abesamis. Kit Jimenez lets it fly. That's short. 15-12. Jason Apolonio for Pampanga. Raymond Benuya ngayon. Go to Jericho Isidro. Drives baseline using the left hand.
You cannot be happy with your defense if you're Coach John Calios. There was no advantage on the drive of Benuya. It was a simple recovery, and yet the defense was broke down in that baseline drive. Good finish though nonetheless. As you see, Kit Jimenez trying to force the issue here. He has struggled shooting the basketball, but we'll get to the line with that jumper. But this was the cross court. Right there, a little off angle on the closeout, but a good finish nonetheless by Isidro.
Kit Jimenez nasa linya. This ang unang free throw. He was at his best taking the ball to the rack last time.
Right.
Here, certainly for a few outside shots as he missed.
Not a couple.
Yeah,
A lot.
A lot actually.
But only in the first half. Tulad ng last game, struggled also in that first 3 quarters. At 11, pero ito.
Jericho Isidro with his 8th point of the evening. Pampanga now ahead 17-15. The crowd is in it. Benuya attacks. Foul on Kit Jimenez. First foul on Kit Jimenez. Ivan Ludovice with 2 fouls returning to the ball game. Sama si Mpbl Sanga, Danny Marilao. Rick Kaunan also set to return.
Great action here, especially for Pampanga to start the second quarter, down by 6 to start the second. But 8 straight points para sa kanila at ang malaking bagay doon. Scoreless pa rin itong Sarangani.
Benuya sinks the first. One for 2 para kay Raymond Benuya. Kit Jimenez, his team down by 3 here in the second quarter.
Offensive foul. Yeah. The same play that happened to Pampanga against them midway in that first quarter. This time, Sarangani naman ang tinawagan ng moving screen. Same thing, punch screen right here. Good job, nonetheless, acting job.
Na emphasize lang ni Archie Concepcion.
Archie Concepcion, yeah.
Raymond Benuya. They go to Warren Bonifacio.
Nice.
Bonifacio inside. Nice help there. I tell you, Pampanga has some very athletic players. One of them is Richard Magnus there. Ludovice, open 3. That won't work. Minus with the rebound.
This could be a basket timeout situation para sa Sarangani.
Bonifacio against Kaunan. Martin Bonifacio, tough shot. Rebound goes to Ludovice. Again, Danny Marilao, sumabay ang dalawang players. And had some words with Raymond Benuya.
What a big basket for Sarangani. Dinaan lang sa sipag ng takbo ni Marilao. And anytime you run the lane like that, Danny Marilao, that is something new.
He doesn't usually react that way.
Hindi ganyan yan.
Medyo madadala na rin ang crowd eh. Ito si Danny Marilao.
Hindi pa nga mayabang tignan, nakangiti pa.
Parang joke time eh.
One of the nicest guys in the Mpbl. Scrappy in the court. But here's it from the crowd here in Pampanga as he misses the three-point play.
Raymond Binuya. Binigay kay Minus. Apolonio asking for a great D by Sanga.
Right.
Minus gustong bumawi. Inside. Oh. (22-17). Pampanga now up by 5. Here's Ludovice. Labas kay Marilao. Balik kay Ludovice. They go down low to Marilao. The kick out. Sanga libre for 3. And Binuya grabs the rebound. Pampanga much more in control here in the second quarter.
Right, that's because of the start that they had and better ball movement. At the same time, alam na nila yung pupuntahan nila eh. Walang direksyon yung first quarter. Minus right here, trying to stay hot. Jimenez though gets the miss.
Kit Jimenez lumapit. They go down low to Marilao. And Danny Marilao just became public enemy number 1 dito sa Brendio Convention Center.
Look at this move by Minus. Inararo, kinalabaw, lahat na ginamitan pa ng ball fake. Kumang-time pa.
And if you're wondering bakit maingay, inupo na si Danny Marilao kaya natuwa yung mga tao. Si Stosa is in the game. Kapalit ni Danny Marilao. They go to Capulong against Stosa. And look at Capulong. Just a handful inside. Parang bigat kalaban ni Capulong. I mean, si Stosa is a big man, pero biglang
Smart play by Pampanga, which coaches usually do. Inaatake mo kaagad yung bagong pasok dahil malamig pa. At lalo na kung meron kang ganyang kabigat, sabi mo nga nakapulong, pupunta siya sa free throws. Can extend this lead to 3 possessions.
Sarangani already in the penalty.
But what a turnaround itong second quarter para sa Pampanga. It really felt like nung first quarter, Sarangani was on its way to break the game wide open, lalo na yung pagpasok ni Andoy Estrella. Pero kung ano man ang sinabi ng coaching staff nitong Pampanga nung bago mag-start yung second quarter, ang ganda ng kanilang panimula. Kaya this is a 12-point turnaround, lamang na ng 6 itong Pampanga.
Jimenez. Binalik na si Archie Concepcion. Ivan Ludovice. Sanga against Cup. Gets it back. Shot clock winding down. Sanga for 3. That won't work. Mercado with a rebound. Capulong attacks. Kit Jimenez with a rebound.
What a big rebound that was among the dark shirts by the point guard.
Jimenez. Libre, Kit Jimenez unable to knock it down. Sanga, another try. Wala pa rin. Ludovice saves it to Stosa. Jimenez recovers. Ivan for 3. No.
So that's 3 open looks para sa Sarangani from Jimenez, Sanga, and Ludovice. But no success in that possession.
It's not like they were bad shots, but they were all open
All
shots.
good looks, yeah.
Jericho Isidro 8 points so far in the game. Couple of threes and a drive. Binalik na ni Coach Jordan Viray, who's been getting some help from Eric Gascon. Our court getting some kailangan medyo nadudulas na yung mga players natin, Christian, for safety reasons. They're mopping the floor now. Three-point shooting, 2 of 15 para sa Sarangani, 2 of 7 for Pampanga. So that's a lot of misses. 13 missed threes so far here in the second period.
Both teams obviously taking advantage of this lull by regrouping. And if you're Sarangani, probably Coach John Calios maybe encouraging his team, as long as you're open to keep taking those shots, at least, you know, compared sa mga tatlong panalo nila, it's a part of their main weapon, yung three-point line. At the same time, if you're Pampanga, you still want to be a little deliberate and attack or take advantage on opportunities on the break and keep pounding the ball inside tulad ng ginagawa ni Kapulong at ni Mahines.
Mercado, they go down low to Kapulong.
So you see, even after a timeout, able to design the play was Pampanga, trying to put a pin down inside, natatanggap, no, just inside the paint, but Sistosa was right there to deny the flash and force the turnover.
Kaunan. Bigay kay Ludovice. Here's Ivan, the runner. That's a foul. 9 of 24 for Pampanga.
The concern was the defense, especially the wingman that time on that ball screen action kay Ludovice. Kaya na libre yung kanang bahagi at dire-diretso si Ludovice now sa free throws.
Ivan Ludovice hits the first. Was the best player for the first 2 wins of Sarangani. Two for 2 for Ivan Ludovice. 2 quick fouls early on, but he's back in the game. Siya nagtitimon for Sarangani. Nasa Pampanga ang bola. They're up 4. 3:15 remaining here in the first half.
Excellent denials on that elbow action. It's Pampanga by Sarangani.
Kapulong, that's an air ball, rebounding to Ludovice. Ivan. Stosa, no hesitation. That's short. Kapulong with the rebound. Archie Concepcion, atake, gets blocked by Jimenez. Recovered by Mercado. Back out to Isidro.
Madalas na naging sahig. Ludovice rather, Ivan Ludovice is limping after madulas, pero dito Kapulong sa loob. Minama na naman yung kanyang bantay.
That's the recipe for success here for Pampanga. They rely on their big men. Here's Jimenez. Drops it off to Kaunan, but ball slipping away. Ang Kaunan.
Unfortunate last time was Pampanga. Nobody dropping from the weak side. This is just a good seal and taking advantage of his size. Kapulong. Chinibog ang depensa.
Raymond Binuya back in the game. We go to Kapulong against Sistosa. Kapulong shooting over Sistosa.
And at some point, Sidel, help has to be there. No Gabby Espinas with the suspension. Marilao nagpahinga sa bench. Sistosa can't do enough right there. 5 versus 4. Libre ngayon si Isidro.
Too open for her.
Traveling. Boy, what a break para sa Pampanga. Easy layup na yun para kay Ludovice na hindi na bumaba sa depensa. Pero extra steps kay Gumaro as he tried to make that outlet pass papuntang kabilang court.
Sarangani only with 4 points here in the second quarter, Christian. Pampanga with 18, so it's a 14-point turnaround.
And this is where you miss Gabby Espinas because you have a guy that you can go to on the post and attract the defense and get easier shots. Kanina pa nadudulas yung mga player.
Roto Capulong. Bagsak si Gabriel. Offensive foul on Lawrence Capulong. Take a look at this again. Good job there by Gabriel also.
I disagree with that call though.
Sell the call.
Yeah. But the main concern to me right now is yung safety ng mga manlalaro natin.
So Lawrence Capulong, pinahinga muna. I think they gotta do something at halftime here.
Oo, kailangan. You could barely hear yung squeaks ng sapatos, which usually nangingibabaw pag alam mong magaling kapit ng flooring. Especially for Ludovice. Parang mas marami pa yung dulas yan kaysa sa attempts.
Gumaro. And it's a problem for Sarangani because usually they attack the basket as Gabriel mintis ang kanya tres. Another one short there. Benuya. Apolonio puts his head down. Gumaro with the rebound. Ahead to Ludovice. Ludovice draws the foul on Benuya. Will go to the line for 2 free throws.
Able to force a bad shot. Sa Pampanga, itong Sarangani quickly running on the break. Was this 3-guard lineup ng Sarangani in Jimenez, Gumaro, and Ludovice.
Ludovice makes the just the 5th point ng Sarangani dito sa ating second quarter.
After scoring 15 in the first 10 minutes of play. But still hanging around, no? Itong Sarangani.
20-27. The whole team, Pampanga Giant Lanterns with a chance to extend this lead. Warren Bonifacio faces up, attacks Gabriel's D. Bonifacio inside. Another foul on Sarangani. Another foul on Gabriel.
And that's probably one adjustment defensively that Coach John Callos will address. Off the ball defense on the post. It seems to me na halos lahat ng tanggap nitong Pampanga ay malapit na on the block, no, sa basket. They got to do a better job in the second half to stay in this game of pushing yung mga big guys out, no, para maging mas malayo yung tanggap nila kung makatanggap man.
Warren Bonifacio misses the first. Fresh off a stint with Mapua. Big man with a bright future ahead of him as Kit Jimenez collects the rebound. Kit Jimenez nagmamadali in a foot race. Kit with a finish.
Cannot be happy if you're Pampanga with that. Off the free throw rebound. How long did that take? 4-5 seconds? Kit Jimenez, 4 to 5 dribbles to get to the other end. And what a finish with the left hand. And that's big. para sa Sarangani. And especially if Kit can complete this play and they could end this quarter with a stop. Pero Mintes.
27-22. Pampanga going for the last shot of the half. Benuya against Peromingan. Uses the Maines pick. Maines for 3. Offline. Jimenez with another rebound. Kit almost made that one. The first half action here in the hot and slippery Renzi Giao Convention Center. Pampanga Giant Lanterns, especially their big man Lawrence Capulong, imposing his will inside, and is one of the reasons why they have this 5-point lead at the break.
Well, imposing their will inside was Pampanga as a whole. Capulong being a big chunk of that. Kaya they were able to turn this game around after being down ng first quarter. Ngayon silang lamang papasok ng second half.
Tough quarter naman for Sarangani. Only 7 points for them as Pampanga has taken the initiative after a slow start. Let's go to Mika Bisanes.
Thank you, Sedef. Kasama ko ngayon, John Capulong. John, biglang nagbago ang tema ng laro nung second quarter at isa ka sa mga dahilan nun. Anong masasabi mo doon?
Ayun lang. Sabi ni Coach, talagang kailangan namin gumalaw talaga sa ilalim kasi kayang-kaya talaga namin.
Okay, pareho kayong team na wala pang talo, ano? At pwedeng pumutok to si Kit Jimenez sa second half. Paano mo iingatan yung energy mo?
Siguro dahil sa fans na lang, sobrang nagbibigay sila ng lakas sa amin. Grabe yung suporta ng Pampanga talaga.
Okay, maraming salamat and good luck. Magbabalik po ang Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League.
Ang bawat laban ay nakakakaba dahil sa husay ng bawat isa. Sigawan ay umayanig kapag nag-3 points na. Bawat bayay di ba tatalo? Buong barang.
No reason to miss out on movie nights or your favorite weekly series when you link your Signal account on Signal Play. Just log in to signalplay.com, enter your Signal prepaid or postpaid account, and unlock the same awesome content right on your mobile device. Tara sa Signal Play. Link your account and get a free premium. Available to active postpaid plans 520 and up and prepaid loads 500 and up.
Sulit TV, powered by TV5. Siksik sa iba't ibang shows na gusto mo.
Magnanakaw ka!
Bakit sa iba to?
Mardo ang pumatay kay Jacob.
Tinaydor niyo akong lahat.
There we go. Got it.
Darating pa si Mr. Right. Sa ibang balita naman.
Pagdating sa TV5 plus iba pang mga channels, digital at malinaw ang Sulit TV. Bili na! 780 pesos lang, no monthly fees. Siksik sa saya para sa buong pamilya. Sulit TV.
No reason to miss out on movie nights or your favorite weekly series when you link your Signal account on Signal Play. Just log in to signalplay.com, enter your Signal prepaid or postpaid account, and unlock the same awesome content right on your mobile device. Tara sa Signal Play. Link your account and get a free premium. Available to active postpaid plans 520 and up and prepaid loads 500 and up.
Bawat buhay ay may kwento.
At maraming kwentong nagsisimula sa ating mga bahay.
Join us as we knock on their doors and their lives.
As we visit the houses of your favorite showbiz couples.
Kilalanin natin sila sa likod ng mga ilaw at kamera.
Makikipagkwentuhan tayo at aalamin natin kung sino nga ba sila sa kanilang mga tahanan.
Ako po si Anthony, ang mister kasama si
Mrs. Ako naman po si Maricel.
Dito yan sa At Your Home.
biro ang buhay mag-asawa. Maraming pagsubok na dumarating. Yung bang kahit matagal na kayo na magkakilala, may mga bagay-bagay pala na hindi nyo pa natutuklasan sa isa't isa. Tama? Tama?
Tama! Mga maliliit na bagay na kapag naiipon, lumalaki. At madalas o minsan ay nauwi pa sa di pagkakaunawaan, away at hiwalayan. Pero sabi nga, walang hindi nadadaan sa mabuting usapan.
May mga gusto ka bang sabihin kay Mister na hindi mo magawa?
May mga gusto ka bang baguhin sa inyong relasyon ni Mrs. na hindi mo masabi?
Tuwing hapon po, kaya pwede tayong mag-usap. Pag-usapan natin ang mga bagay-bagay na yan na hindi nyo pa kayang pag-usapan sa bahay.
Bisita lang kayo sa amin dahil si Mamu
at Papu ay nandito lang para makinig at tumulong sa inyo.
At sagot na ni Mamu ang merienda.
Ganon? Sagot niya ang kwento. Kaya tara na!
Julius
at Tintin para sa Pamilyang Pilipino.
Julius at Tintin para sa Pamilyang Pilipino.
Kapamilya.
Halftime here inside the Brenzi Giao Convention Center, na kung saan ang Pampanga Giant Lanterns are holding on to a 27-22 lead against the visiting Sarangani Marlins OK Bet. Sarangani actually got off to a strong start, 15-9 ang end ng ating first quarter. But Jericho Isidro with 8 points in the half as itong Pampanga slowly but surely crept their way back in and then now taking the lead at the half.
Well, we talked about at the top of the coverage, no, even though coming off a win, 72-70 to Pampanga, who's gonna step up off the bench? That 2 points lang yung last game nila, and a big difference has been Isidro na nabanggit mo nga, 8 points off the bench. Team has 14 overall. But this game relatively has been sloppy, to say the least. Both teams have a combined of 25 turnovers, have a combined of 25 also of points of turnovers. And I guess a lot has to do with the slippery floor, the temperature, heated temperature dito sa loob ng gym. The players are tiptoeing, tentative, not really confident in their movement alone, let alone their shots. So you see both teams not really shooting well. 36% to 25. 36 medyo mababa pa yan. But 25 obviously worse compared to 36. I thought Sarangani was fortunate that they were just only down by 5 considering the effort and the way they played, their shot selection in that second quarter turned out. But the turnaround I thought was that bench, as we mentioned. Let's see if that bench can continue on.
So one stat that is not indicated there has been a 3-point shooting.
Right.
2 of 17 ito Sarangani, which is really affected their clip there.
Right.
It's 11%, almost 12% shooting from beyond the arc for Sarangani. Take a look at our leading scorers. 5 each for Andoy Estrella and Ivan Ludovice and Kit Jimenez. Sanga has 3. Para naman sa Pampanga, Jericho Isidro leading the way with 8. John Capulo, Michel Maines, and Jason Apolonio only with 3 points after finishing with 25 the last game. But, we're seeing different looks from Pampanga. No more yung mga atake to the basket that has the crowd, that gets the crowd going.
No.
And so far, it's been, very deliberate, going to the post, going to Capulong.
Right.
And, finding the open man in Isidro for those 3-pointers.
And to your point, that's where you feel the absence of Agabi Espinas. Not only offensively, but also defensively. He's a solid defender. And at the same time, yung rotation mo. Talking about Sarangani, medyo na-disrupt. Si Stosa, not really seeing much action before this game. Obviously, Marilao had to go to the bench and rest. And that's where Copolong really took advantage of Espinas' absence.
Isidro right there with 8 points, and we're about to start the third here. So our maintenance crew here doing double time, and that's halftime. So we begin the third. Kid Jimenez fires short. Rebound. It will stay with Sarangani.
So the struggle continues shooting-wise for Sarangani and Jimenez, but I like the first play of how he got that shot. That's the first time, maybe the second, that he got it off the ball, off of 2 screens,
and
instead of him starting to create his own shot.
Let's go to Mika Abisames for an update.
Hi, medyo may issue daw itong Sarangani sa flooring. It's a little slippery for them. And since they are a running team, nahihirapan daw sila mag-adjust. In terms of the fans, sinabi ni Coach John Calio sa boys, huwag kayo ma-intimidate. Dapat ma-excite kayo because this is the Mpbl. Sa Delph, Coach Chris?
Thank you, Mika. Great reminder there from Coach John Calios on why, you should relish these opportunities para magpakita, especially with a lot of people watching.
And sometimes even though it's truth, yes, madulas, but you can't use that as an excuse of not to perform. Why? Because yung kabilang team din naman, the home team, ganun din ang nangyayari sa kanila. No? And as much as we want, obviously yung concern ng lahat is yung safety ng mga players, but it has to continue on yung laro dito, and they're gonna have to play through it.
Kaunan missing both foul shots. Score stays at 27-22. Concepcion thought about it. Binuya, babae Kapulong against Kaunan. A double. And a miscue here for Pampanga. Jimenez to Sanga for the deuce.
So there, sorry about that, Senator. There's the adjustment, no? Dumoble na agad sila nang hindi pa nagdi-dribble. Itong si Kapulong, and they force a turnover and it ignites a fast break.
Ang importante nga sa Sarangani, no, as Coach John Calles mentioned, yung running game nila. As Basibas making the adjustment underneath. Couple of baskets here for Sarangani puts them within one.
Again, off a stop. They didn't look to set. They found that was a good look from Paul Sanga. Dahil alam ni Basibas ititira, was right there to clean up the offensive board. That's a foul.
Kaunan on the help.
This was a 2-on-1 break. Jimenez making the right decision. Contested shot on Sanga. Basibas with a cleanup.
Mitchell Minus hitting the first free throw. Minus had 14 points in that win against Manila. He's got 8 points now. Go with the 6 rebounds. Ludovice attacks Kaunan and is fouled by Binuya. And Ivan Ludovice controls the game. Good things really happen for Sarangani.
Right. That's why your defense starts in the back court. And the action happened in the half court where he got a little brush screen and was able to get yung buwelo na tinatawag, no? And was able to pass the ball to Kaunan para sa dalawang free throw. Ang bilis ang palitan ng tao, nag-adjust kagad si Coach Jordan.
Daniel Gomez is in the ball game for the first time. Medyo umingay yung crowd nung pumasok si Gomez.
First time?
Yeah,
his
first time.
action in this ball game. So obviously not liking yung kanilang defensive start. Dahil down by a basket.
Actually, Kaunan has missed 3 free throws here in the third.
Turnover.
And Minus stepped on the line. Gomez with the task of making life difficult para kay Ivan Ludovice as Archie Concepcion goes back to the Pampanga bench. Balik na sa laro, Jericho Isidro had 8 points in the first half. Kaunan against Kapulong. Goes baseline. Binigay kay Basibas. Baseline jumper. Short. Iba ni Warren Bonifacio. Gomez. Looking for a teammate. Binigay kay Kapulong. Isidro now. Minus asking for it. Isidro taken away by Sarangani. Jimenez is away. Just put it up. A wild shot. Here's Gomez. Drops it off to Minus. No call there. Back comes Pampanga. Minus. Runner. Short. Agawan sa rebound. Napunta kay Sanga. Goes to Kit Jimenez. Jimenez attacks. Jimenez scoops it in.
Hanap talaga ng butas itong si Kit Jimenez. Even though he has turned the ball over in the last 2 possessions, buo pa rin yung loob niya sa atake na yon.
Renel Gomez. Gusto pumunta kay Bonifacio. And the steal is completed.
But a foul against Pampanga. Boy, how big has been Basibas in the last two defensive sequences? This was the attack on the break by Jimenez. For a while there, I thought he was going to pass it back to Mpbl Sarangani, who was behind him for a trailing three. Did a right decision to attack still. And Basibas has done an excellent job of having active hands and forcing turnovers in the last two defensive possessions. Sarangani with a chance to either tie or take the lead on this one.
Ludovice nakawala. Ivan drops it off to Basibas. Mintis, kaunan, put back. Wala pa rin. Jimenez recovers. Jimenez offline. But Ivan Ludovice is right there. And we have a tied game at 31.
Ludovice was wide open at the other side of the court. A good job of not just standing and waiting for the pass, but going inside and clean that up. Minus for the drive. Papasab na si Ivan.
Ivan Ludovice exhausted here in the third. Ivan Ludovice nakawala sa depensa ni Gomez.
Right, caught ball watching was Gomez right there.
Donald Gomaro, balik.
Okay, papasok din kagad si Binuya. Labas ulit si Gomez.
John Gabriel returns. Andoy Estrella had a really good first quarter. Binalik na ni Coach John Calios.
I'm not sure if he saw action on second.
I think he saw briefly to start nung second quarter. Minus has come alive here in the third. 2 for 2. Richard Minus. Pampanga regains the lead, 33-31. 5.5 minutes remaining dito sa third quarter. Estrella. Binigay kay Gumaro. They go down low to Gabriel against Capulong. Andoy gets it back, fires, and knocks it down.
It looks simple, but what a pass by Gabriel. I thought he just dropped the ball, but it was exactly in the pocket of Estrella.
Isidro in and out. Jimenez. No look inside. Gabriel. Easy deuce. The Marlins off and running here in the third. 36-33.
And true to Mika's report before the start of the third, yan ang hinahanap ng Sarangani. Stops, then not waiting for the defense to set up.
A double Capulong, the kick out. Minus for 3. Short. Rebounding Kit Jimenez. Go Estrella.
Good pass.
Back out to Gomaro. Too strong on the pass.
Was the execution, had the right idea. So fortunate was Pampanga as they tried to create momentum. Look at this one right here. Kala mo binagsak lang ang bola. That was the intention of the pass, and it was the right one. And Kit Jimenez after the stop. Beautiful no look. Gabriel making an impact with the assist and the dive down the center lane.
Here's Isidro. Binigay kay Capulong. Bonifacio trying to seal Gabriel. Here's Binuya with a runner. Sumabit si Kit Jimenez or Donald Gumaro dun.
Not so happy was Coach John Calios because one of the things you hate as a coach, Sidel, is when first you foul a jump shooter. Second, the defense gets beat on a split dahil dalawang tao yung naiwanan. But Binuya misses the first one though.
36-33. Binuya. 1 for 2. 34. Pampanga 36 ang Sarangani. Gumaro. The bench points 20 for Pampanga, 14 for Sarangani. Hindi nabigay kay Gabriel. Jimenez cuts, but Gabriel able to recover that loose ball. Actually, yung pasa kay Kit Jimenez, Gabriel was just there trying to position himself.
Right, and I think Estrella should do more of that in terms of driving to the side of Kit Jimenez. 94 feet pa lang naka-deny na si Isidro sa start ng third quarter. So that's one of the adjustments, no? Because they've respected, the league has learned to respect yung kapasidad, as you see Governor Delta Pineda. So, if you're his teammate, you want to use him knowing na hindi help yung kanyang depensa as Pampanga gets a stop right here.
Raymond Binuya attacks the middle. Couldn't get that one to roll. Binuya gustong agawin ng bola kay Basibas, but Basibas does well. Estrella to Gabriel, alley-oop. Kakagirian si Capulong and Gabriel.
Beautiful hockey assist by Gumaro, giving up the ball from the backcourt. There were 4 Pampanga shirts in the backcourt. It became a 2-on-1 break instantly because of that forward pass. Zone here for Sarangani.
Apolonio fires. No good. Imani Bonifacio. Basibas back the other way. Nakatulog ang Pampanga doon.
Right. Sleeping on defense. The third thing that coaches hate is when kakashoot mo lang, masusutan ka kagad sa kabila. Because obviously the offense inbounds the ball, makes an outlet. It's enough time for the defense to go down, which hindi nangyari sa Pampanga. You could just see, I saw the frustration on that play. But kay Coach Jordan ng Pampanga.
Pero Mingan and Danny Marilao back in the game for Sarangani. Renz Capulong is back as well. Archie Concepcion replaces Jericho Isidro. So Bonifacio, Lawrence Capulong, Renz Capulong, Jason Apolonio, and Archie Concepcion for Pampanga. Gumaro, Peromingan, Estrella, Marilao, and Gabriel naman for Sarangani. Here's Bonifacio. The teardrop. That won't work. Takbo ang Sarangani. Gumaro. Blocked by Concepcion. A clean denial here from Archie Concepcion. And look at that play, denying the 2 points para kay Gumaro. Sarangani with possession. Estrella, binigay kay Marilao. Jumper is good.
And that's gonna be available all night for guys like Basibas and Marilao. That could make a difference sa pagkapanalo kung sakali nitong Sarangani. Because hindi i-give up ng Pampanga yung mga kick out sa tulad ni Gumaro, Jimenez, and even si Peromingan.
Swing it over to Concepcion. Apolonio in rhythm. Pasokan! They get the steal here, Pampanga. 42-39. Apolonio wants it back. 3 ball. Heat check para kay Apolonio. Capulong against Gabriel. Capulong inside. Hindi na magkainigan dito. The Brenzigya Convention Center. Lawrence Capulong inside. Sinukat muna ang depensa ni John Gabriel.
Kahit na 2 puti pa ang nasa loob, Capulong patuloy na minamama yung depensa nitong Sarangani tulad nung ginawa niya nung first half. Gotta love this crowd.
I tell you, it's an experience.
It is.
Calling this game here at the Brenzigya Convention Center. Pari Liagas of Densan watching us. Nang gabi sa'yo. as Andoy Estrella makes the first free throw.
We were 31 teams, the most so far in our 4 seasons, which means that's 31 different venues, and we've been here since season 1. But this is quite the experience. Nakakaiba rito.
Oo. Apolonio, open 3. Jace Apolonio coming alive in the third. Tabla tayo at 44. Chance of defense. Australia trying to silence the crowd, and Jason Apolonio comes away with it. Capulong. And Pampanga wisely. And the offense. Pumasok ang tira ni Archie Concepcion. A foul on Capulong. Kanina pa sila ni Gabriel.
Penalty na rin yan, I believe.
For Pampanga. Back-to-back hits. Galing kay Apolonio.
Mabigat itong pangatlo na ni Capulong. Obviously, he's been an important player para sa Pampanga.
What about those shots by Apolonio and the response from the crowd, Christian?
Right. Who has struggled, by the way, especially that first half, since Apolonio, after scoring 26 in their last game, only had 3 in the first half.
Gabriel at the line. 1 for 2 on that trip. Sarangani with a 1-point lead. 5-second differential game clock and shot clock as we near the end of the third period. Capulong down low to Renz Capulong against Gabriel. They go to Concepcion. Bonifacio, babak sa ilalim. Apolonio, plenty of contact there, no whistle. Nagmamadali ang Sarangani. Estrella, binigay kay Marilao, too strong. Marilao again.
What's the call? Is there a foul?
Basket.
Goaltending. Goaltending. They're gonna review this. Yung board, tinapik yata yung board. I think based on the referee's gestures.
So basket is good for Danny Marilao. Tingnan natin dito. Right there.
I don't think we didn't see it from there.
Hindi, yung...
Pero kahit na walang tawag din, parang counted pa rin yung, yung second opportunity.
Yeah.
Diba? Pero ang problema, I think there was a whistle even before the second shot. So, let's see.
Yeah, well, babalik ang Mpbl. 47-44 lamang ang Sarangani here sa San Fernando, Pampanga.
Buong bansa'y magsama-sama in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 MPBL na, MPBL na.
So the verdict on the incident last night, Assistant Coach John Garcia has been slapped with a 3-month suspension for that spitting incident. That game against Valenzuela. Concepcion almost got that one to go. So we end the third period, 47-44. There was some confusion on the call. And pagbalik natin, lumabas ng statement.
May oras pa pala.
May oras pa pala because of that goaltending whistle going against Pampanga. But that should do it for the third quarter, an action-packed third quarter. It's a close game here in San Fernando. And that sets up nicely for what should be an exciting fourth quarter. Magbabalik ang Mpbl on 1PH.
Luzon, Visayas.
We have a league announcement. Mpbl has slapped a 3-month ban on assistant coach Leon Garcia of the San Juan Knights and a 60,000 peso fine for that incident last night with Lord Casajeros of Valenzuela. Very unfortunate incident, but that league is dealing with it accordingly, and also swift action by the league as well. I think Coach Yong has already apologized on social media, but has to face the consequences of his action.
And every decision what we make, not only on the court but in life, has consequences, right? It's just a matter of whether it's a good consequence or a not so good consequence. And this is, as you mentioned, unfortunate. Personally, I thought it was, Coach Yong Garcia, in the sporting world, we've known him for a long time. And this is, at least to me, the first time, na nangyari ito. No, obviously, it's something that the act itself definitely has no place in basketball.
Definitely.
But, kumbaga sa akin dito, hate the sin, not the sinner. It was just a, it was a moment where a moment in our lives wherein everything is going good for you. You're in San Juan. That's obviously an established team. You're a champion coach as an assistant. He was just in a position, in a bad moment, in a bad moment, which I'm sure he regrets.
I'm sure he's taking the necessary action as Archie Concepcion ties the game again. Part of his is his counseling. He has to go through anger management counseling. So back to the ball game here. Meanwhile, Andoy Estrellas, bigay kay Gabriel, forced that one. Minus with the rebound. Estrella giving up the foul para mapigilan ng fast break. Archie Concepcion looking at the clock.
Yeah, terrific presence of mind.
47 all. Apolonio thought about it. Sarangani with the zone here. Mabilis ang pasahan. Nakapwesto sa ilalim. Kapulong. I like the footwork here of Kapulong. Very good fundamentals for a big man.
Simple lang maglaro, no? And very rare, I don't think we've seen it yet, whether it's a bounce pass or an overhead pass or a chest pass for that matter. He really has good hands. And right here, they swing it around the horn. Capulong realized that he was slightly open, took advantage of that with that strong move and power dribble. Makes the first one.
Nice soft touch as well for Capulong. Pampanga now on top, 48-47. 5-0 run to start the fourth quarter. Balik sa laro, Reggie Boy Basibas. Pinalitan si Danny Marilao. Donald Gumaro. Capulong making life difficult.
Pero 8-second violation na.
Very pressure.
Yeah.
So, number 16 is Renz Capulong. Ang isa naman, John Lawrence Capulong. Number 4, a big man. So, John, yung isa. Just to avoid the confusion. Gumaro balik sa bench as Ivan Ludovice returns to the court. Apolonio fires. That's short. Rebound, John Gabriel. Here's Ludovice. Estrella. Jumper by Andoy. Too strong. Rebound ni Gabriel. Against Capulong. Gabriel testing the D of Capulong. And that might be the
pang-apat yan.
Pang-apat ni Capulong.
As Gabriel has had a silent impact sa larong ito, especially in the second half. Right there, getting the offensive rebound on a good look by Estrella. And immediately attacking the defense. Netong si Capulong to pick up his fourth. And Kit Jimenez comes right in. Just below the midway nitong 8-minute mark.
And you can expect Kit Jimenez to play the rest of the way. As we are locked in a very tight contest. 49-47. John Gabriel at the line. Extended minutes for Gabriel because Gabby Espinas is not available due to suspension.
It'll be interesting to me si Isidro kung ipapasok. Ayan, tumakbo na. Because he's done a solid job on Kit Jimenez rather. So that's the matchup I expect. Full denials as he started the third quarter.
6 points for Gabriel. Bonifacio out to Concepcion. Bonifacio's jumper. That won't work. Rebound, Andoy Estrella. Ludovice ahead to Kit Jimenez. Jimenez fires. That won't work. Capulong with a rebound. Ball will stay with Sarangani. They run out of space there. Under 8 minutes remaining. What a game this has been, Christian.
It has. And there's the matchup we talked about, Isidro guarding Jimenez. Nung last possession, it was off transition, nagkaroon ng cross matchup. Kaya nalibre ng bahagya in transition si Jimenez. Pero sisiguro din ni Isidro hindi na mangyayari yun.
Coach John Calios, his team trying to stay unbeaten dito sa season natin. Very young season. 3-0 ang Sarangani.
As of Pampanga.
No,
1-1, yeah?
1-0.
1-0. Yeah.
So, Sarangani and Batangas still unbeaten. Zamboanga as well. Making sure that yung ating sahig ay hindi ganun kadulas.
You know, considering yung sigaw ng crowd, buong laro, it feels like this game is like 75-76. Pero 49-48 lang tayo.
Tama ka dyan. Here's Ludovice inside. Gabriel got that one to roll. John Gabriel, 50-49. Sarangani back on top. Basibas almost got the steal.
Just at the right place at the right time. Gabriel continuing to make an impact dito sa laro natin.
Archie Concepcion. Binalik kay Binuya. Isidro to the other side. Isidro attacks out to Binuya for 3. No good. Andoy Estrella nagmamadali. Minus coming in from behind. A foul whistle ng Mitchell Minus.
Yung strip walang foul eh. Malinis yung agaw. Ang problema yung katawan na dislodge ng konti. Si Andoy Estrella.
Coach Bonnie Garcia.
Right.
Helping out Coach John Calios.
First assistant, I believe. They're looking to attack yung mismatch on the post pero hindi pinuntahan ni Basibas.
Basibas, oh, beautiful pass. Ron Gabriel, he's got 10 points in the ball game. Si Gabriel, 52-49. The press working well, but Pampanga recovers. Basibas attacks. Couldn't get that one to go. Almost got his own miss. Nag-agawan sila ng kakampi niya. Si Kit Jimenez. So, bola, babalik sa Pampanga.
Kita mo naman to, talagang pinakita yung bola. Ang ganda na naman ng posisyon ni Gabriel. Alam niya lang kung saan yung open spot. 8 points na yan. 6 rebounds off the bench para sa Sarangani. Here's the 2-2-1 once again.
Bonifacio to Isidro. Balik kay Archie Concepcion. Fires a 3. Yes! And we're tied once again. 6.5 minutes remaining.
You know, it's good to be wrong sometimes. I was about to say, Pampanga cannot fall in love with the 3. And then Concepcion hits it at the top of the key.
Ludovice inside. The kick out. Estrella attacks. Open si Ludovice from the corner.
Yun lang.
A whistle of foul at Capulong. This was the play earlier. Archie Concepcion. Malayo siya tumira ng tres, no? Hindi siya dun sa malapit sa linya, no? Medyo may separation. Konti ito si Archie Concepcion.
Pangalawang 3-pointer niya na yun. And a miss right here by Ivan. I don't know if he's a little hurt or fatigued.
Governor Dennis Pineda still part of this big crowd.
These are big misses by Ivan at this point of the game.
It looks like fatigue setting in.
Oh, no. Huffing and puffing.
The heat, exhaustion dito sa... Those are 3 free throws.
Tatlo. Oh, wow. So hindi counted yung pangalawa. Pangatlong tira niya na to eh. But nonetheless, mintis pa rin si Ivan.
Pang-apat na nga to eh. Kasi...
unofficial yung isa kung sakali. Ayun.
He stays in the game, Ivan Ludovice. Joshua De La Cruz getting some precious minutes here for Pampanga. Sarangani again with the press. 53-52. Giant Lanterns down by 1. 6 na minuto na titira dito sa laban natin. Capulong on the move. Capulong. The tap goes to Ludovice. Leaves it to Andoy Estrella. Spins and banks it in. Andoy Estrella keeping it simple.
And that's the experience that Andoy Estrella brings. Alam niya medyo madulas ang sahig. He came to a 2-feet stop. He knew they had an advantage on the break. Hindi pa nakababa yung malaki ng Pampanga and takes advantage.
Jericho Isidro slips, lost the handle, recovers. Archie Concepcion, clock running out. Para dito sa Pampanga rather.
Right. And this is a crucial stop para sa Pampanga. Because you can just sense that if Sarangani hits a basket here, it's gonna force a timeout kay Coach Jordan.
Binalik na sa laro si Jason Apolonio. Ivan Ludovice also getting a breather. Yun yung both teams affected ng conditions natin dito.
Right.
Players slipping and sliding.
Let's just hope hanggang dyan lang, no? And then nothing would escalate into an injury of some sort.
Players taking this opportunity to talk things out. 5 minutes and 22 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Now this favors Pampanga. Because if they could design a scheme, maybe a stop, or even an offensive play pagbaba, it saves them a timeout.
Sarangani on top at the moment, looking for a 4th straight win.
Oh,
that's dangerous. That's dangerous, Christian.
Hindi, pag nahulog naman sila may sasalo eh. Hindi ba? Ubus na yung SRO eh.
Look at the crowd here inside the Bren Giao Convention Center. I'd like to get an estimate. I'd like to get an estimate
I
here.
would say 5,000-6,000.
Yeah. But it's so compact na pag sabay-sabay silang nag-cheer, it really overwhelms you.
Oo, no? Parang 100 na leon.
Back to the ball game. Here's Kit Jimenez against Apolonio. Jimenez fires. Trying to go glass there. Kit Jimenez minus now. Capulong.
Let's see what they have right here. They were able to design a play in that lull. Yun lang.
Bagsak si Apolonio. Binigay niya kay Maines. Saves it to De La Cruz. Capulong beats the shot clock, but air ball.
That's twice already, pretty much at the same spot. First it was Isidro. And then Apolonio taking out the quality of this game. Those are two crucial possessions that led into turnovers against Pampanga.
Because of the conditions here. (55-52), Andoy Estrella. His experience comes in handy sa ganito sitwasyon, no? Si Andoy Estrella.
Kaya binabanda siya eh. Hindi katulad ng first half, halos hindi siya nakapasok ng second quarter. Now maybe that's part of the strategy also of Coach John to preserve him in that first, knowing he would need him panapos nitong laro.
So John Capulong binalik na sa laro. He has 4 fouls, the big man. Gomaro nakatawid na ang Sarangani. Denial on Kit Jimenez. It's with Andoy Estrella now. Andoy nakawala. Andoy and John Gabriel.
He's been solid, especially itong second half.
The big man with 12 points in the ball game. Here's Capulong. Nice spin. Capulong off the glass and in.
And that was actually good defense, just better offense. Hey, Capulong. Good pass by Kit.
Reball, Gomaro. take the crowd out of the game.
Realized that he has struggled of shooting the basketball. That was the same spot where he last missed the jump shot of using the glass. But this time, even though it was an open look, beautiful cross-court pass by Kit to Gumaru.
3:55 remaining. Ines, binigay kay Concepcion. Concepcion, Apolonio from the corner. Apolonio, he will keep shooting. Pangatlong tres here in the second half, 57-60. Bagsak si Capulo, offensive foul, Gabriel.
Now that is worth another look. Sa angulo natin, wala tayong masyado nakita. But this was the three. Nice brush screen right there. Basibas late on the closeout. Didn't really have to help. Still gave a good contest. But Apolonio, just like in their last game, had that huge three to tie the ball game against Manila. And right now, Pampanga has a chance to trim this lead down, tie the game, or maybe take the lead with a 4-point play.
But what a quarter para kay Apolonio. Actually, the threes have been dropping for Pampanga dito sa second half.
Yeah, that's because it's been available to them because of that zone, and Sarangani has had success in that zone, getting stops and getting out on the break. That's pretty much a fast break formation.
Archie Concepcion against Estrella.
Apolonio looking to post up Kid.
Apolonio inside, trying to drop it off Capulong, and Gabriel collecting the rebound.
Pa-picture muna eh. Capulong.
Here's Estrella. Estrella turns on the Jets.
That's gonna be white ball.
Ball will stay with Sarangani. Coach John Calios requests for a timeout. 3-point lead. Sarangani Marlins okay bet here on the road against Pampanga.
Bawat buhay ay may kwento.
At maraming kwentong nagsisimula sa ating mga bahay.
Join us as we knock on their doors and their lives.
As we visit the houses of your favorite showbiz couples.
Kilalanin natin sila sa likod ng mga ilaw at kamera.
Makikipagkwentuhan tayo at aalamin natin kung sino nga ba sila sa kanilang mga tahanan.
Ako po si Anthony, ang mister kasama si
Mrs. Ako naman po si Maricel.
Dito yan sa At Your Home.
Your safety is our concern. So, kaso wala na talaga maupuan dito sa Brenzy Convention Center. Coach Christian.
That best describes, pag gusto mo, maraming paraan eh. Pag ayaw mo, marami kang dahilan. At naghanap na lang talaga ng paraan. Makanood lang ng Mpbl live.
And mind you, there is a giant LED screen outside the venue. And
hindi pa nga natin napapakita yan.
Kanina, medyo marami rin nanonood doon. So, we have 2 minutes and 48 seconds remaining sa laban ng Sarangani and Pampanga. Sarangani with a 3-0 record. Jimenez passed up the shot last second as Gomaro fires. Basibas quickly.
That was a reset of the 14. That was a tough angle on that short corner. Importante, pumasok.
Minus baseline. Palang inabot ni Gabriel, and Gabriel collects the rebound for Sarangani. And how big was John Gabriel here in this ball game?
He's been huge. True to his size, his game has been big as well. This could be a basket timeout para sa Pampanga.
Estrella, 3 ball, too strong. Another offensive rebound by Gabriel. Final 2 minutes here. Estrella's runner drops.
There's the timeout.
Sarangani finding their form late in this ball game. Estrella leaving Concepcion behind and sinking that runner to make it a 7-point lead for Sarangani. We'll be right back.
Kapamilya.
Babalik ang Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. Senator Manny Pacquiao, of course, founded this league in 2018, and it's grown, and things like this happen.
Definitely. But you know what I observed? At least compared to pre-pandemic. Dati, madalas nangyayari pag na-camera, nagtatago. Ngayon, kasi dahil may mask, okay lang kahit kumaway.
Oo.
Diba?
Tama ka dyan.
Hindi ko makikita eh.
So, Pampanga down 7. They need a basket here. Capulong provides that. Lawrence Capulong, Army Marata watching from Cebu. Good evening sa'yo.
And that's big, not only because they scored, but they scored quickly.
Oh, Gabriel, that's off him. Tries to save it.
I know. Pero I thought Gabriel had a good chance of picking up the basketball because that ball was still not close to the sideline. Nonetheless, 5-point game. Pampanga with a chance. Apolonio. Wow. Oh, wow. That's big. That's big. May nagmamap pa.
Nagtatrabaho lang yung tao eh.
Oo.
Nagtatrabaho lang siya eh.
Right. Right.
Nagtatrabaho din ng mga players.
Right. And Coach John Carlos is asking for a jump ball, which he might have a case. Pero kung pumasok naman yon, may case din ang Pampanga. But still,
I think they have to bring the clock back to
the original time, no?
The original time. Coach John Carlos there, pleading his case. Pampanga is never out of it. 64-59. Ganon din sila sa ibang laro nila. Yung Manila, ganon din eh.
Yeah.
It looked like Manila had a really strong finish, and then, you know, Apolonio coming alive late, and minus. So they will reset. Minute and 30. So 90 seconds remaining. 64-59. Sarangani ahead, but bola ng Pampanga. Minus collects. Lawrence Capulong now. Apolonio for 3. Offline. Rebound. John Gabriel. What a gutsy stand here as Jimenez lost the ball. Fast break. Apolonio, open three. Yes! Big shot. Another huge three-pointer. Para kay Jason Apolonio, minus spotting his teammate. All day to shoot. And Apolonio splashes it through.
And that was a costly turnover off the backcourt. Really no reason to rush by Kid Jimenez, and it led to an open all-day shot by Apolonio. 2-point game.
And one thing you don't like at this late stage of the game, if you're Sarangani, is the crowd back in it.
Right.
Because kanina, with a 7-point deficit,
right,
medyo nawala ng loob itong crowd na to.
Right. Pero importante sa buhay yan si Delph eh. Yung hindi ka bumibitaw.
Ay, grabe. You're throwing some Golden Monteverde Nuggets wisdom dito.
And yun ang pinapakita ngayon ng Pampanga because it felt like, sabi mo nga, itong Sarangani was in control of at least the last 3 minutes of this ball game, executing offensively, defensively, but not giving up. Is Pampanga yung 7-point game, 1 basket away na lang. A lot of time still.
Both teams with a foul to give. Estrella is the trigger man. Full great denial, 5-second violation. $25,000 viewers on Facebook. Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat.
Pero parang 26,000 dito. What a huge turnover forced by Pampanga on the inbound.
Capulong attacks the kick out. Concepcion knocks it down. The Lanterns are on top, 65-64. Gabriel inside. Gabriel is blocked. Minus with the rebound. And listen to this crowd roar.
But what a turnaround dito in the last few seconds. The last 30 seconds of this ball game. Look at this one right there, getting in the teeth of the defense. This time it's Concepcion to take the lead. And the defense inside the paint. 4 white shirts walling up on Gabriel. That foul, though, I thought was a good foul because Sarangani still not yet in the penalty. They don't need to foul right here. 9-second differential, shot clock and game clock, because their next foul, talking about Sarangani, would put Pampanga at the line.
Capulong to inbound. Against Ludovice. Lawrence Capulong, 14 to shoot, gets the pick, slips, gives it up to minus, 8 seconds. Apolonio, blocked. Agawan sa bola, Ludovice, ahead to Kit Jimenez. Kit is fouled by Apolonio. He'll go to the line for 2 free throws, 8.5 seconds remaining.
Even though Apolonio disagrees with the call, I thought that still favored Pampanga because with the miss, it would have been a short 2 points. Now, because the foul was called on Kit Jimenez, You force Kit to beat you at the line instead of giving up the layup by his teammate who was trailing.
Kit Jimenez. Pressure cooker. Susubukan kung gaano katibay ang loob ni Kit Jimenez dito sa linya. 8.5 seconds. Sarangani down by 1.
Has been 0 for 3 from the line in this game. Kit Jimenez, it's been a struggle. 3 of 18, 7 points. He does have 3 steals, 2 blocks, 3 assists, 7 rebounds, but obviously one of the biggest points of the game for him.
Pasok ang unang free throw for Kit Jimenez. As cool as you like. Tied game, 65 all. 8.5 seconds remaining. Parehong teams nasa penalty. 2 for 2 for Kit. Timeout, Pampanga. 66-65. Big free throws from Kit Jimenez. If there are questions about his heart, those were answered there.
Ice in his veins, definitely. Obviously 8.5, a lot of time on the clock. They will inbound the basketball in the half court.
Sarangani has 1 timeout.
They do. And I think what's crucial here, aside from the play they will drop, is kung sino yung mag-i-inbound ng bola. Considering how the floor has been slippery. Remember, Pampanga forced a 5-second violation. Okay, so Pampanga did a good job of denying the basketball. And because of the floor conditions, when you get denied on the basketball, the change of direction is not that effective, because once you change from right to left or vice versa, chances are you're going to slip. So very important. If I'm Coach Monel Calios, I'm going to think...
Coach John,
rather. Coach Monel is brother. Coach John Calios, I'm going to do the same. Not go into a zone, but full denial and force Pampanga to really either go to the basketball, change direction, and maybe somebody slips, which is highly likely. It has happened numerous times already, unfortunately. But that has been the game, especially in the second half.
Sino ang makaka-adjust dito sa sitwasyon? But right here, crucial inbound. It's Kapulong.
So it's clearly a matchup, man-to-man. On the out-of-bounds side play defensively for Sarangani. Pampanga in a box set.
John Kapulong, Renz Kapulong, Jason Apolonio, Archie Concepcion, and Mitchell Minus, the 5 on the floor for Pampanga.
I'm going to assume this is going to be Kapulong receiving the ball. Maybe a back pick from Apolonio, but he receives it on a pin down.
Kapulong. Apolonio for 3. No. Well defended by Basibas.
And I think Coach John is going to take a timeout, which is a smart play. But that was a good look, definitely, for Apolonio, considering how he has shot the ball in the 4th quarter.
This is the play right here. Slip a bit, and then Kapulong spotting him once again, pero ang layo niya.
Malayo. Oo. And right there, contact on Basibas. No call. It was a non-call as decided, which usually happens sa mga ganitong part ng game.
What a gutsy stand here by Sarangani. Should they pull this out? It's even bigger than those previous 3 wins nila Christian, I'm even more impressed by this one.
Right.
Without Gabby Espinas on enemy territory, and with all these people here and the conditions as well,
Right.
this is not an easy feat to pull off. And Coach John Calios, Gandoy Estrella, maganda rin pinakita nito fourth quarter.
Right.
But here, 1.6 seconds remaining. It's obviously, inbound will be very important.
Right.
Avoid a 5-second violation.
There you go. Yeah. Mas maganda ng maagaw kaysa ma 5-second violation.
Definitely.
Pero yung agaw dapat below their free throw line. Because this is 1.6. If it's a direct steal at yung nakaagaw may momentum papunta sa kabila, that's still a half-court shot and anything can happen. But a 5-second violation would make it worse, which nagawa ng Pampanga kanina.
Yeah, and here is Donald Gumaru, Sanga, and Basibas, Jimenez, Ludovice, and Donald Gumaru. Ang 5 para sa Sarangani with 1.6 seconds remaining. Sanga able to receive, and they quickly foul Paul Sanga, and the buzzer sounds at the end of this ball game. It looks like
they're going to put more time on the clock.
But what a finish to this ball game, and reminds me a lot about the glory days of the NBA. And si
Siyempre, Coach Arik yun.
Oo.
First NBA champion dito, Pampanga. The late Coach Arik.
Mapapasep Sarmenta ka dito sa nangyari kanina.
Oo.
Sa play na, and there's 1 second, I think, to ibabalik sa oras natin. Sir Seb, naalala ko dati nung ganong kaingay eh.
Oo.
Napapa-listen to this crowd roar siya. Kanina, parang dumadundong yung buong building kanina.
Parang di ko narinig yun. Kasi
sa ingay.
Boom Gonzales na inabot ko.
Ay!
Nakukwento lang sa akin.
Nakukwento ba sa'yo? Grabe, ibang klase ka.
Siyempre, respetadong idol natin yan, Sir Seb.
Nilaglag pa ako. So, 5 fouls and minus.
And those are the times where Tito Mico Halili was still a courtside.
And he became an anchor eventually. But what a time for how sa basketball ang mga tao dito sa Pampanga. We had big crowds in Angeles as well,
right?
Diba? But iba dito eh. Iba dito.
I guess it's more compressed. No? Medyo, syempre, yung crowd capacity niya not as big as yung Angeles. But the roar of the crowd, it just feels like there's like 10 speakers on each angle.
That's true. And Sarangani escapes with a 68-65 win. Kit Jimenez with a couple of big free throws down the stretch. 8.5 seconds remaining. And that was just right after the three-pointer from Archie Concepcion that gave Pampanga the lead. But this guy right here was immense in the absence of Gabby Espinas, playing extended minutes and matched up against Capulong, who was also very impressive on the other end for Pampanga. But he stood his ground and he led his team to a win.
The home run play obviously was Kit Jimenez, those two ice-cold free throws. But the one that led them to that was the stellar, solid play off the bench by Gabriel, especially in that second half.
Mika Abisames is their best player of the game.
Salamat si Delph. Kasama ko ngayon ang best player of this ball game na si John Gabriel. Alam mo, naging very unpredictable yung laro, ano? At kahit ganito katindi yung crowd ng Pampanga, you remain unbeaten.
Kasi yung ginawa namin, ginawa talaga namin yung mga play ng coach namin. Sinulod talaga namin. So, nagano naman, ayun, umayos naman yung ano namin, offense and defense namin.
Pag-usapan naman natin yung fans ng Sarangani. Kahit medyo hirap sila dun kanina at natatalo yung boses nila, grabe ang suporta nila sa inyo. Anong gusto mong sabihin sa kanila?
Yun, nagpapasalamat ako sa mga sumusuporta sa amin sa Sarangani and sa management namin. Kahit yung mga nanonood sa amin, sa mga girlfriend ko, yung mga babae, sobrang support sila, sobrang sumisigaw sila. Salamat. And then salamat sa mga Pampanga, sa mga sumuporta. Sobrang ganda, sobrang saya.
Okay, maraming salamat and congratulations. Sa Delph, Coach Chris?
Thank you so much, Mika. What a day. What a night in San Fernando, Pampanga. But it's a quick rest for the rest of the Mpbl crew because we have games on Saturday at the Paco Arena in Manila. Bacolod Bingo Plus putting their unbeaten record on the line against Marikina Shoemasters OK Bet in the first game at 5 p.m. and then follow that with Nueva Ecija taking on Gensan, and in the last game it's Manila and Mindoro. So 3 games na. Balik na triple headers dito sa MPBL, and as we put a close to this coverage, we'd like to thank everyone, the fans here, of course, our production crew, our MPBL crew, my partner Christian Wanzon, of course our courtside reporter Mika Abesamis. This has been Sidelf Tupa saying good night from San Fernando, Pampanga.
Sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao.